You come home after a long day, your feet are screaming at you. Every step feels like walking on broken glass, and all you want is relief, but you don't know where to start. I'm going to show you 6 simple movements that'll ease that pain in minutes. No equipment needed, just you and a chair. Imagine waking up tomorrow and your feet actually feel good. Imagine walking without that constant ache reminding you that you're not as young as you used to be. You know what breaks my heart? Talking to people who've given up on walking comfortably, who think foot pain is just part of getting older. But I've seen 70-year-olds hiking mountains, 80-year-olds dancing at weddings, people who refuse to let foot pain steal their independence. The difference isn't luck. It's knowing exactly what to do when your feet hurt, and doing it consistently. Your feet carry you everywhere. They've carried you for 50+ years, and they're tired. They're tight. They need attention. But you're here, which means you're ready to do something about it. And I'm going to make this so simple that you'll wonder why nobody showed you this before. Drop a comment right now and tell me, what's the one thing you wish you could do without your feet hurting? Is it walking around the block, playing with your grandkids, just standing long enough to cook a proper meal? I want to know, because when you share your story, you're helping someone else realize they're not alone in this, and that's powerful. Let's start with the first movement, the toe spread. It comes from barefoot cultures around the world where people walk naturally without cramped shoes their whole lives. Your toes have been squeezed into shoes for decades. They've forgotten how to spread out and work independently, and that's causing pain up your entire foot and even into your ankles and knees. Sit in a chair with your feet flat on the floor. Now try to spread your toes apart as wide as you can, like you're trying to make space between each toe. Hold that spread for 5 seconds, then relax. Do this 10 times on each foot. And if your toes barely move at first, that's completely normal. You're retraining muscles that haven't worked properly in years. For beginners, just focus on the big toe. Try to move it away from the other toes. Even a tiny movement counts. When your toes can spread and grip properly, your whole foot becomes more stable. You're not putting all your weight on a few painful pressure points anymore. You're distributing it evenly across your foot the way nature intended. People tell me this simple movement reduced their foot pain by half in just 2 weeks. The second movement is the arch lift, and this comes from podiatry practices that focus on restoring natural foot function. Your arch is like a bridge when it collapses. Everything hurts your heel, your toes, even your ankles, and most people over 50 have some degree of arch collapse from years of wearing flat shoes or standing on hard floors. Still sitting in your chair, feet flat on the floor, now try to lift just the arch of your foot while keeping your toes and heel on the ground. Imagine you're creating a little dome under your foot. Hold it for 5 seconds, then relax. Do this 10 times per foot, and focus on the feeling. You should sense the muscles along the inside of your foot working. If you can't lift your arch at all, place your hand under your foot and gently press up on the arch to show your muscles what you're trying to do. Then try to hold that lifted position on your own. This movement is rebuilding the muscular support your arch needs. So over time, your foot will naturally hold itself in a better position, reducing pain and fatigue. You'll notice you can stand longer without discomfort. Your feet will feel lighter at the end of the day, and those stabbing pains in your heel will start to fade. The third movement is the ankle circle. Simple but incredibly effective, used in physical therapy and yoga traditions worldwide, because it works. Your ankles get stiff as you age, especially if you're not moving them through their full range of motion every day. And stiff ankles mean your feet can't absorb shock properly, leading to pain and instability. Sit in your chair, lift one foot off the ground. Now slowly rotate your ankle in a big circle like you're drawing a circle in the air with your toes. Go one direction for 10 circles, then reverse and go the other direction for 10 more. Do both ankles, and really make those circles as big as you can. Stretch into the movement. For beginners, if lifting your foot is hard, rest your ankle on your opposite knee, and then do the circles. When your ankles move freely, your feet don't have to compensate for that stiffness. You walk more naturally, your gait improves, and you're not jamming your feet into the ground with every step. This is also fantastic for circulation. If your feet get cold or swollen by the end of the day, ankle circles help pump blood flow back up your legs. Now the fourth exercise, the heel raise, and this one builds serious strength in your calves and feet. Strength you need for walking, climbing stairs, and staying balanced. Stand behind your chair, hold onto the back for balance, Now slowly rise up onto the balls of your feet, lifting your heels as high as you can. Hold that top position for 2 seconds, then slowly lower back down. That's 1 rep. Do 10. Focus on control. Don't bounce. Make it smooth and deliberate. You want to feel your calves and the arches of your feet working hard. If you're a beginner or feel unstable, just lift your heels an inch or two off the ground. You'll still get the benefit. This exercise is a game changer for people with heel pain, plantar fasciitis, or weak ankles, because you're strengthening all the muscles that support your foot structure. You'll notice stairs get easier, walking uphill doesn't tire you out as fast, and your feet feel more stable and secure with every step. The 5th movement is the toe curl, and it's all about building grip strength in your feet, something most people never think about but absolutely need. This exercise comes from martial arts and dance traditions, where foot strength is essential for balance and power. Sit in your chair, place a small towel on the floor in front of you. Now use your toes to scrunch the towel toward you. Grabbing and pulling it with just your toes, do this for 30 seconds per foot. If you don't have a towel, just curl your toes down hard like you're trying to grab the floor. Hold for 5 seconds, release, and repeat 10 times per foot. For beginners, even tiny toe movements count. You're waking up muscles that might not have worked in years. When your toes can grip properly, you're more stable on your feet, you're less likely to slip or trip, and you take pressure off the painful parts of your foot. People who do toe curls regularly report better balance, fewer stumbles, and a huge reduction in foot fatigue at the end of the day. The final movement is the seated foot massage, and yes, this counts because you're actively working on your feet, releasing tension, and improving circulation. This technique comes from reflexology traditions, where foot massage is used therapeutically to treat pain and promote healing. Sit comfortably, lift one foot and rest it on your opposite thigh. Now use your thumbs to press firmly into the bottom of your foot, starting at the heel and working your way up to the toes. Spend extra time on any spots that feel sore or tight. Press hold for a few seconds, then release and move to the next spot. Do this for 1 minute per foot. For beginners, if reaching your foot is difficult, you can use a tennis ball. Place it on the floor and roll your foot over it, pressing down to work out those tight spots. You'll feel immediate relief. That heavy, achy feeling will lighten up, and over time, regular foot massage prevents pain from building up in the first place. Now let's put this all together into a simple routine you can follow every morning and every night. In the morning, before you even get out of bed, do the toe spread and toe curl right there under the covers, wake up your feet and get the blood flowing. This takes 2 minutes. Then, when you're up and brushing your teeth or making coffee, do your heel raises holding onto the counter, 10 reps. At night, after dinner, sit down and do the arch lift, ankle circles, and seated foot massage while you're relaxing, maybe watching a show. This takes 5 minutes. That's it. 7 minutes total split between morning and night, and you're covering everything your feet need to feel better. Most people tell me they notice a difference in the first week, less pain, better balance, more energy in their feet throughout the day, and by week 3, they're doing things they hadn't done in years because their feet finally feel good again. I want to hear from you right now. Which of these movements are you going to try tonight? Are you struggling most with heel pain, stiff ankles, or weak toes? Tell me in the comments because I read every single one, and I want to know how this routine works for you. We're all in this together, supporting each other, sharing what works, and staying active no matter what age we are. And if you found this helpful, if you're feeling hopeful that maybe your feet don't have to hurt every day for the rest of your life, hit that subscribe button right now because I post new videos every week specifically for people over 50 who want to stay active, independent, and pain-free. I cover everything from knee pain to shoulder stiffness, balance exercises, strength routines, all designed for real people dealing with real aging bodies. When you subscribe, you're joining a community that's committed to living life fully, not sitting on the sidelines because of aches and pains. So subscribe, turn on notifications, and let's keep moving forward together. Because you deserve to feel good in your body, no matter how many birthdays you've celebrated.